CMUEagles.com with Central Methodist head women's basketball coach James Arnold as his team prepares for the Heart of America Athletic Conference opener on Thursday at home against Missouri Valley. Coach, your general thoughts on the Vikings from looking at them on tape?
Well, they've got a new coach this year, and they've played a really tough schedule. So the 4-5 record doesn't really surprise me a whole lot because with the new system, and they're doing a lot of things different. And they've got a new few faces that they're mixing in. They've got a lot of weapons, and they've got a lot of things that they do that really concern us. Some things that can give them quite an advantage. They rebound the ball very well. They shoot the most free throws in the conference, and it's not close. They've got some athleticism, they've got some length, they've got some size. They've added a couple shooters that they didn't have last year to make them pretty dangerous. They've had some growing pains because of those new faces and the new coach, but at their last outing against Grandview, they played really well and put up 90 points. This team can really score the basketball. A lot of it's due to the frequency that they get to the free throw line and the fact that they're one of the top offensive rebounding teams in the league. We're going to have our hands full in the league play. It doesn't matter that say we're 6-1 or they're 4-5 or that anybody's what the record is. We throw those out. And in league play, there are no surprises. You just jump it up and you've got to be better than the other team that night.
This is a team that you have traditionally had success at home against, going 3-0, including a lopsided win in last year's game. Is that something that you feel comfortable about going into Tuesday's game, or does that make any difference?
Well, you always like playing at home, that's for sure. You always like playing at home. And, last year they had a really nice year. We were very fortunate. We shot the heck out of the ball here at our place. I think their place, it was a back-and-forth game. We won close. We lost over there my first year here. And if you look at that, we had a really good record. They didn't have such a good record, but league play on the road. We feel confident that if we do some of the things that we're good at, and we have some things that can give us an advantage, and we're going to have to exploit those, or they're not advantages. We're going to have to make sure we sit down and defend those athletes, and we don't put them at the free throw line. The College of the Ozarks game was a great opportunity for us to get some work on that, because they too also shoot a ton of free throws, especially at home, and we didn't handle that very well. We had a lot of cheap fouls. Coach Henry, when he was here, used to always say fouling negates hustle, and we would work really hard and then just sit and have with a bad foul and put them on the free throw line. We can't do that against Missouri Valley because they're shooting the ball, they're shooting free throws well, and they're shooting a ton of them. We're going to have to make sure we assume a miss. You think that sounds like it's a negative against Missouri Valley that they only shoot 39%, but they're shooting 30, 40 more times than their opponent. So we're going to have to connect on blockouts, be physical, because they're very physical, they're very athletic, they're very well coached, and I'm just hoping that as they're still finding each other with the new people and the new coaching staff, that it takes them another week or two, hopefully.
Missouri Valley is a team that traditionally has been very strong on the boards and has been able to be one of the nation's leader in block shots. How do you counteract that?
Well, they lost a big piece last year, and Morales graduating, but they brought in a kid, the Wharton kid out of Indianapolis, who is just as long, is a nice athlete, can block shots, and certainly is a major force in the rebounds. She's their leading offensive rebounder. And then you got Talia Earls, who I personally think is one of the best power forwards in the country, definitely in this league. She's a kid that has guard skills at 5'11", 6 foot. She can shoot the three. She can go off the bounce.